Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you're new then hello, my name is Kate. So today's video is a highly requested video, and it is my hair care routine. I get asked to do this video on the daily and I'm finally getting around to it, so I can't wait to show you guys everything I do to keep my hair nice, long and healthy. So I've actually already filmed a very similar video to this, but it was way back when I just started YouTube, and a lot has changed since then. I'm obviously more confident in front of the camera, and my routine and the products I use are fairly different as well. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I'll start off by giving you guys a bit of background about what I do to my hair in terms of like the cut and the colour. So for colour wise, I always ask for balayage. I probably get my hair coloured maybe once a year, if that. What is really great about balayage is that it grows out so naturally and it's not very high maintenance, which is obviously going to be really good for your hair because the more you dye it, the more it's going to be dried up. So yeah, that's why I go for balayage. It's nice and low maintenance. I go to a place in Fulham called Glow and they are just brilliant. I'm super nervous when I get my hair dyed because of past experiences. If you watched my last video, you would have seen how I had a bit of a hair disaster. I think it was in 2017 or something. I went to the hairdressers, I asked for this, and this is what I got. So my hair is kind of still recovering from that. It's taken a long time for it to get back its health and its shine. As you can imagine, I'm very nervous going to the hairdressers, but at Glow, I can go there and feel completely relaxed knowing they're going to do a really good job. And as you can see, they're also super natural with what they do. There's no like streaky highlights or anything like that. And one more point as well, they are very reasonably priced for London, so I would highly recommend them. And then cut wise, I actually cut my hair myself, and this is something I've been doing ever since lockdown, because during lockdown obviously we couldn't go to the hairdressers. So I bought myself a pair of hairdressing scissors. I'll link the ones I use down below, and I just started cutting my hair myself, and I haven't really looked back since because it's actually not as hard as it seems. And what I really like about cutting your hair yourself is it means it's completely in your control with how often you want to do it, how much you want to take off your hair. So instead of going to the hairdressers every 3 months and getting like an inch or so of my hair, I'll probably just cut my hair myself once a month and do a couple of centimeters. And I just find that this keeps it looking a lot more healthy, and it's just a lot easier to do it yourself. So all I do to cut it is I'll cut the ends nice and blunt and straight, and then I'll put in a couple of layers just at the front, so I'll kind of just cut diagonally down here. And yeah, that is all I do. It's very simple. I know you guys are going to ask for a tutorial, and I don't know if I will or not, because I can imagine all hairdressers watching it are going to be shouting at the screens. And yeah, like I said, there's actually not a lot to it. I just cut a straight line. One thing I will say though, if you cut your hair yourself, make sure you use a very sharp pair of scissors. If you cut your hair with blunt scissors, you're just going to really damage it and make the ends more prone to splitting. And another thing I do, probably like once a week, I mentioned this in my last video as well, is I will kind of just like section my hair off into tiny little pieces, and if I see a split end, I will just cut it off, especially with these front layers, which do tend to snap and break a lot. I like to keep these layers as healthy and as blunt as I can. So yeah, if I see any kind of frazzled ends, I will just chop them off straight away. And I know that might sound a bit weird to some people, but it's something that's really easy to do, and it keeps on top of those split ends. I find that my split ends don't really come at the bottom of my hair. They're more kind of like in like this area of my hair. It means I can get rid of those split ends without cutting my hair to a bob. And then the next part of my routine is I will take biotin on the daily. So I take these once a day, and they're basically a hair growth supplement. So they just make your hair grow really nice and long and strong. They are also really great for nail strength, and I think I've been taking these for about 4 years now because my hair does not grow naturally. My hair isn't nice and healthy naturally because it's very fine. You can't really see on camera, but yeah, the hair is very fine, so it is really prone to breakage and damage, which means if I really want nice long shiny hair, I have to aid it and help it a lot, as you are going to see in this routine. So yeah, I really recommend biotin. I'll link the one I use down below. I take the 10,000 one. I think they go from 500 to 10,000. So if you were to try these out, maybe start off with a lower dosage just to see how your body reacts to it. I know that if people are prone to acne, then it can make acne worse. So yeah, just basically do your research, maybe talk to your doctor. But yeah, I take the 10,000, which I think is the highest one, and I have absolutely no problems with breakouts. All right, so I now go on to my washing my hair from start to finish, what I do in my routine. So I probably wash my hair maybe 2 to 3 times a week. I used to think that the more you wash your hair, the more it'd get damaged, but I actually find that my hair is in better condition when I do wash it more often. I won't do it every day, but yeah, like every 2 to 3 days is when I'll do it. And I will use a pre-wash treatment twice a week So there are two that I use. The first one is Bondi Boost Elixir Oil. I've been using this as a pre-wash treatment for quite a while now and I absolutely love it. It has some really amazing ingredients such as castor oil, jojoba oil, coconut oil. I can't remember every single ingredient, but they've got some amazing, really natural ingredients in there, which are really going to keep up the health and the shine of your hair. So what I'll do is the night before I wash my hair, I'll put this all over my hair from my roots all down to my tips and just completely submerge my hair in the oil. I also have this little bottle of castor oil that is pure castor oil. I purchased it from Amazon, and I'll put that and really massage it in to my roots. And the reason I mix this in with the elixir oil is because castor oil is very thick and very gloopy, so it's not something you really want to have in the ends of your hair, especially if you have hair like mine, which is quite fine. But castor oil is really great for your scalp and making your hair grow, which is why I do concentrate it in the roots. So once it is all in my hair and I'm looking like a lovely ball of grease, I'll then tie my hair up using an invisible ball, because these are very gentle on your hair, and then I will just sleep in it overnight. You don't have to do it overnight, but I really like the oil to be soaked up by my hair. And I usually wrap my hair in an old cotton t-shirt or put a old pillowcase on the pillow, just so you don't get any oil transferring. You obviously don't want to be having any oily pillowcases because when you go to sleep on it next, you're gonna get a greasy head. So you're about to see me in the shower washing my hair. We're about to get very up close and personal. Little disclaimer though, I am wearing a bikini in these clips. I'm not quite bold enough to be completely naked on YouTube. And then in the morning, I will jump in the shower and wash it all out. I don't normally do rinse and repeat, but if I have got an oil or a treatment in my hair, I do, just to make sure it all gets out. I will usually use the Bondi Boost shampoo, but I took it home to Brighton this weekend and I left it. So today I'm going to be using my Moroccan oil, which I love just as much. Once all of the product is rinsed out and my hair is nice and clean, I will then go in and condition. One thing that I have been doing recently, which is a new part of my hair care routine, is I've actually stopped using conditioner and I've replaced it with masks. And the reason I do this is because I was speaking to my hairdresser recently and she was telling me how conditioner actually only penetrates the outer layer of your hair, whereas a mask will penetrate into 2 to 3 layers of your hair. So yeah, I've been doing it for the last couple of months, I'd say, and I've noticed such a huge difference. My hair is so much more soft. So I use 2 different masks. The one that I would say I use the most is the Bondi Boost mask. It is just so lovely, it smells really nice, and again, it is quite a natural product while still being really effective. So yeah, I normally go to grab that one, but occasionally, maybe once every other week or something, I'll use my Maria Neela mask, which is a little bit more heavy, but again, it just makes your hair feel so wonderful and lovely and soft. And I'll leave that in my hair for 10 minutes in the shower, and whilst it is in my hair soaking up, I will probably wash my body. I also brush my teeth because, I mean, you gotta kill the time somehow. And then once the 10 minutes is up, I will rinse it out with kind of like cold to lukewarm water, because cold water really helps to seal in the moisture and it also gives your hair a really lovely shine. So yeah, that is like my shower hair care routine. And I know I mentioned I use 2 pre-treatments, one being the elixir oil and the other one is the Olaplex number 3, I believe. So Olaplex is an absolutely amazing brand, especially if you have bleached hair. It's just so good for repairing any damage and maintaining your hair's health. I use the Olaplex 3 mainly for breakage because I have a lot of breakage on the top layer of my hair. I actually mentioned in a video, I think it was a vlog a while back, that when I'm stressed, I do this thing where I will pull at my hair, and I didn't realize that it's actually a condition, and apparently it's quite common. I had a lot of messages from girls saying that they do the same and that they've been really struggling with it. Luckily I don't do it very badly, but it is just a really bad habit that I have when I'm stressed. So as a result of that, I have a lot of breakage. You are not really going to be able to see on camera. Oh, here we go. This is from the back of my head, and look how short this piece of hair is. And that's all from me just pulling at it. And obviously if you do dye your hair or use heat on your hair is more prone to break. So Olaplex is great at repairing that damage and preventing further breakage. And with this treatment, it's slightly different to the oil. You have to have wet hair for it to work. It doesn't work on dry hair. So what I'll do, again, same thing, night before I will wet my hair, put the Olaplex in from about here down. I don't really see the point in doing it in my roots, and then tie it up in a bun so the hair stays nice and wet overnight. then in the morning rinse it out and follow with my normal routine. So now on to my post shower routine. When I've turned the shower off, what I normally do is I'll like squeeze any excess water out my hair. I don't know if that's obvious, maybe everyone does that, but it just basically means your hair isn't dripping wet and it will dry so much quicker. So I will like squeeze on this side, then this side, and then I'll do it all in at the back in one big go. And then I'll quickly pop it up in a towel, but I'll only leave it in the towel for maybe like 2 minutes just to get any drips out. I don't like to leave it in the towel for too long because I know that towels can damage your hair and dry them out. And then I will brush through my hair, and people often will say don't brush your hair when it's wet, because when your hair is wet it is really prone to breakage and it's kind of stretchy when it's wet. But what I find with the Bondi Boost masks is that it makes your hair so silky, the hairbrush literally just glides through it. So yeah, I just brush through it because there's no knots and I know it's not going to get damaged. I will then pop some Moroccan oil into my hair, and I do it from my ears downwards and just kind of rake with my fingers all throughout my hair. And what this does is it really, again, locks in the moisture, gives your hair a lovely shine, it reduces frizz. I just find it makes my hair dry so much more like neat and tidy. So yeah, this is a product that I have been using for honestly years, probably since I was like 13, 14. Before I used Moroccan oil, I would use the OGX oil because it's a lot more affordable, and honestly I think they are both amazing products. So if the Moroccan oil isn't a price you can justify, I would really recommend the OGX as well. I will then leave my hair to air dry. I really rarely would ever dry my hair from wet to dry, if that makes sense, because I feel like that's just a lot of unnecessary damage to your hair. So I prefer to wait for it to be about 90% dry until I begin styling it. And I probably say I style my hair twice a week maybe, and then on the other days I'll just leave it to air dry because my hair air dries naturally. It's kind of okay naturally. It's not like a nice style, but it's not nice. But obviously with my job I do like to have my hair done and looking good, so that's why I do style it twice a week. So a new really exciting part of my hair care routine is my Dyson Airwrap. And guys, I promise the tutorial is coming soon. I just need to get a little bit better and kind of like nail my routine with it before I tell you guys how to do it. I've had the Dyson for 2 weeks now maybe, and I'm honestly addicted to it. I don't know what I did before it. What I love is how you can obviously style and dry at the same time, and it's just so easy to use. It's also really good because it reduces a lot of heat damage. Normal heat tools normally go up to like 210 degrees, whereas the Dyson Airwrap only goes up to 150 I believe, and I will always have it on like quite a low heat setting. So yeah, I am well and truly addicted to my Dyson Airwrap. So before I do any styling or any heat, I will always use Heat Protect. My favourite one is the Bondi Boost one. Again, this video isn't sponsored by them, but I do actually work with them on my Instagram sometimes. So yeah, I'm obviously just a really big fan of the brand. And then once it is all lovely and styled, I will add a little bit more of the Moroccan oil, only a tiny like pea size, just to smooth everything over and get rid of any flyaways. And yeah, I find the Dyson really holds the curl well. Normally my hair would only last a day with any sort of curl, but the Dyson, it can last up to 4 days depending on how tight I do the curl. And I find the way I sleep will have a big effect on the way my hair will look the next day. So if I want my hair and the curl in my hair to stay, what I'll normally do is I will sleep with my hair, I'm trying to work out a way I can show you this, but I'll have my head on the pillow, and then I will flip my hair over the pillow and down the back of it. So that means my hair is like nowhere near my neck or nowhere like near my face really. It's all just kind of flipped over. And I find that this means that when I wake up, I've still got the curl perfectly intact. Another tip as well is to use a silk pillowcase. So I love silk pillowcases because you wake up with a lovely shine to your hair. My hair today is day 2 hair, and as you can see, it has a lovely shine to it. So yeah, I do notice a really huge difference in my hair with silk as opposed to a cotton pillowcase. I guess with a cotton pillowcase there is going to be kind of like friction between your hair and the fabric, which is going to dull down the shine. Another tip for sleeping with hair is sometimes I will just plait it. If I do one tight plait at the back of my hair and then tie it with a silk scrunchie, it means I'll wake up with a nice kind of natural beachy wave to my hair and not have to use any further heat on it. And then my third tip for sleeping with your hair, that sounds really weird, would be to use 2 hair rods. And this is actually how I styled my hair last night. overnight. The hairstyle I have today has been made with zero heat. I just popped in 2 hair rods overnight and it leaves you with these lovely curls. I actually do have a tutorial for this. It's on my Instagram, so I'll link the IGTV down below. But yeah, it's just an amazing little hair hack for getting nice big bouncy blow dried waves without any heat. It's something I've been doing since I was in school, and yeah, it's just a bit of a lifesaver, especially if you are trying to reduce heat on your hair. So yeah, that's what I normally do overnight. Any of those 3-4 things. It's just a great way of protecting your hair, reducing any tangling, and meaning that you can wake up with perfectly done hair. Another part of my hair care routine is to always use scrunchies, silk scrunchies in fact, sorry. I have 2 sizes, so I've got like the little thin ones which are really nice. These ones are from Slip, and then I have like some thicker ones. I think these ones are from the Napco, I can't remember. But yeah, they're both really lovely and really soft, and these are just so much more gentle on your hair as opposed to using a normal hair tie. Obviously normal hair ties can cause like breakage to your hair, and it also means you get like those annoying kinks in your hair when you tie your hair up for too long, and silk ones don't do this. I know that silk ones can be expensive, so a really good alternative is getting them from Primark. I don't think they're pure silk, but they feel like pure silk, and they're really, really lovely. They've got lots of different sizes, so yeah, I'd really recommend those as well. And then the final part of my hair care routine is something kind of obvious, but it is whatever you put into your body is going to have an effect on the outside of your body. So filling up your body with amazing nutrients and water, it's really good healthy food, is going to have such a good effect on the overall shine and health and growth of your hair. So I'm pretty sure your hair is mostly made out of protein, so the more protein you eat, the better your hair is going to be. So eggs are a really good one for your hair. Eggs actually also contain biotin, which is the supplement that I was mentioning earlier, and that's really going to help promote hair growth. Foods that are high in vitamin C, such as berries, those are going to be amazing for your hair because they're very high in antioxidants, and antioxidants are going to really help the hair follicle and protect it from any damage. Another interesting fact is the body actually uses vitamin C to produce collagen, and collagen is again a protein which is going to really help to strengthen your hair. It's going to make it less brittle and dry. Another really great one is spinach. It has folate, vitamin C, vitamin A, iron, and all of those are again really going to help with your hair growth. If you're not a massive fan of spinach, put it in a banana smoothie, you won't be able to taste it. And I put spinach in my smoothies probably every single day, so I definitely think it's a big helping hand. But yeah, we mustn't forget how important our diet is for helping our outsides as well as our insides, and obviously all of these things are going to not just help with your hair but help with your skin and your nails. But yeah, I'm not a nutritionist or anything like that, I just kind of know these facts from research. But if you're interested, then just type into Google good diet for healthy hair and you'll be loaded with so much information. So yeah, definitely take a look at that. Anyway, that was the last part of my hair care routine. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got some tips and tricks. I really feel like I've nailed the routine and I'm in a very good habit with everything, and my hair is in a lot better condition to how it used to be, especially with the fact I do diet and I do use heat on it. I think it is in not bad condition at all. So please make sure you go like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. It means the absolute world to me, and have a lovely rest of your day. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.